Welcome to Review Rewind, the podcast where a couple with varying backgrounds and tastes watch beloved movies and answer the question, was it good? I'm half of your hosting team, Mike.
And I'm Krista.
And today we're going to be talking about...
The Princess Bride. Doo-doo-doo.
Nope. This movie was rated PG. It is considered kids and family adventure comedy. It was directed by Rob Reiner. It was written by William Goldman, who I believe also wrote the book. It is starring Carrie. It's like Ills, I think, or Ills. I don't know. I practiced it before this, and then when I saw it... You also
forgot to say who it was produced by.
No one cares who it's produced by. It's Rob Reiner and Andrew...
Scheinman?
Scheinman?
It bothered me that you skipped over it.
Oh, I know. I should have deleted it. And we're going to keep that. Robin Wright is also in the movie. Mandy Patinkin? You guys can correct me in the on the internet. Peter Falk, who is the grandfather. Fred Savage, he was the boy. And Andre the Giant. Anybody want a peanut? I don't know why that's my favorite line.
That's literally his name, Andre the Giant?
Not his legal name.
But that's what he goes by.
Yeah.
The Rock or whatever.
Krista.
Yeah.
He was essentially the Rock.
Oh. See, I don't know anything.
He was in the WWF. He was.
What is with wrestlers becoming actors? They can't wrestle anymore.
Wrestling is acting. Spoilers.
Okay.
It released October 1st, 1987, and it had a budget of $16 million and made almost $31 million in the box office. So I think it did well. It's about an hour and a half, a little over an hour and a half runtime, and it was distributed by 20th Century Fox. Krista, would you like to read the plot? Plot
sure.
Time. No.
I mean, it's getting there.
It's getting there.
We need to work on something, though.
I need to have just a clip where I don't forget what I did the week before.
I know. The plot is a fairy tale adventure about a beautiful young woman and her one true love. He must find her after a long separation and save her. They must battle the evils of the mythical kingdom of Florin to be reunited with each other. Based on the William Goldman novel The Princess Bride, which earned its own loyal audience.
That feels like a weird addition in the plot, but
he must find her after a long separation. That's a really weird. I mean, I get maybe they weren't trying to do spoilers, but after a long separation. I feel like you wouldn't read that anyway.
It's a weird way of describing it. It's technically accurate. Mm-hmm. But it is a weird way. You're right.
Way, yeah.
That's an odd way. So, what did you think of the movie overall?
You know what? I enjoyed it. So, I have seen bits and pieces. So, I don't think this is actually did think about it. I think this is maybe the second time, but it's been a really long time that I've actually seen the movie all the way through. I've seen, growing up, I had seen, bits and pieces of it that I happened to, catch. But actually sitting down to intentionally watch it, maybe once before, if that. So I really liked it. I kind of went in thinking I know there's funny bits in here and I know that I liked what I've seen before, but me is always skeptical of older movies and I really liked it. I was like, it's a good movie.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen it and I really enjoyed it. Maybe it's my older age, maybe it's parenthood, maybe I've hit my head too many times, but I thought that was funnier than I remember it being.
I remember you saying that. I also did completely forget that the start of it, or I don't know if this is right to say the premise of the movie, but that it's the grandpa reading it to his son. I was just when that started, I was Oh, I didn't realize this was like a made up story. Like, I thought it was just a movie. So that was just like, oh.
I do like the idea that William Goldman wrote the book and wrote the script for this and just thought, you know what I'm going to do for a plot point? Them reading my book.
This seems good.
Do you think that's the truest form of product placement? I wonder what the sales of the book did right after the movie.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
It'd be great if we had like a resource that could answer that question.
Michael, I don't know if you've heard of the World Wide Web.
Do people still use that?
Doo-doo-doo. I'm just going to put Jurassic Park in every single. Yeah, I liked it overall. What did you like best about the movie? What was its best quality? I know mine.
What's yours? What's your favorite? What do you think?
I liked, I'm going to mispronounce his name, Inigo Montoya.
Inigo Montoya.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. I forgot how funny his character was. So I literally think his presence was my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah.
The movie.
I thoroughly enjoy that he is a wacky character unto himself, but in a lot of ways he's the straight man in the character. He's so in the concept of writing, especially in comedy, when you do a lot of comedic things that are over the top, you kind of have to have a person who's cemented in reality to bounce that off of. Otherwise, you kind of have chaos. Like, it could still be funny, but it doesn't land the same way.
Yeah.
And in a lot of ways, he was that person because there was so much ridiculousness in it. Case in point, inconceivable. And you hear that so many times to the point where he goes, you keep using that word, and I do not think you know what it means. And there's a little bit of when you're hearing the guy say that, there's a point where you're like, does this guy know what that word means? And he kind of says what the audience might be thinking.
Yeah.
And he was very much that.
Yeah. But I think in general, like, to put it from a broader point, I liked the characters.
Yeah.
Like, even the annoying ones, like the inconceivable guy, and the their quirks made the storytelling of the movie fun. So I think that was my favorite part.
Yeah.
Or what I liked best.
I think that's kind of the best observation of it. The characters are really good
And I think before I lose my thought, because it's late, it's not late. I'm a grandma. Our child is not sleeping through the night right now because shout out to ear infections.
Right.
Shout out to babies with ear infections. Actually, the true shout out is to amoxicillin.
We are not doing prescription drug advertisements. Let's just move on, please.
But the thought's gone. Oh, I remember. Okay. No, so I wanted to point out that I think the characters are the best part, and that's what I think makes it still enjoyable as a quote dated movie. I just did air quotes, and you guys can't see that I'm doing air quotes, but Mike could see that I'm doing air quotes. But like as a dated movie, the fact that the characters are all so unique and funny and likable or unlikable in their badness, but just like good fun characters, I think has made it. Like, I literally think that's what made me enjoy it. I'm talking a lot tonight.
I think
feeling loose.
In a lot of ways, that's evidence of how good the writing is because, there is that datedness, but I'd almost argue that it's not dated because one of the things I really liked was the casting. So the writing's good. The characters are really good. The writing is great. The casting for the characters is almost perfect. I'd almost argue it is perfect because every actor fits that character. Wesley is perfect. He has
outside of his mustache.
Yeah, outside of the mustache. There's this just delightful charm about him where he can be this poor servant boy, and then be the Dread Pirate Roberts.
I liked that too. I had totally forgotten about that part, and I was like, oh, that was a cute little quip in it.
Robin Wright was great as Buttercup. She played the compassion, but also the like scorn against the king or whoever, and like really nailed that. I never connected how good Chris Sarandon he played Humperdinck. How good he played like the pompous king so well. Like he was excellent, and he never stood out as a character because when I was a kid, it was like he's the bad guy, whatever.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed him because he really played with that character, and it just seemed like he was having a lot of fun being that guy. Vizzini, which you had talked about, he's the inconceivable. He was actually the one that I think made me realize why I think it's not dated. I think they acted it almost like a Shakespearean play.
Oh, that would make sense.
Or I guess you could say the acting was more play than movie.
Yeah.
And if you see it like that, it was clearly a way that they were doing it. And not like a datedness to it.
Yeah.
So everything was exaggerated in that weird kind of play
like I think
way.
the datedness just comes from
The music. The music is super the music's bad. Well, no. The music's really good, but because it's all on like a synthesizer, it's not
but
that
like
good.
which would that be kind of as we switch gears, would that be what you liked least about the film? Would be the sound, would it be the score or the soundtrack?
I think the sound design for the music, yeah, that's probably the thing that stood out the most, that I was just like, ah. Like if there was a 40-piece orchestra with that music score, it would be fantastic. But the synthesizers were so cheap, and maybe it was because of the budget. Maybe at that time they had spent everything on sets or whatever. But that's the one thing I hate. Like if they ever did like a remastered version of it, and were able to take that music out and put new music in and actually do a score based off that music, I think that it would be a perfect movie. But that it's so bad. And I feel bad for the composer because musically it's not a bad soundtrack. It all makes sense. It's all perfect for what it is. It's just the sounds are really bad. Was there anything that you didn't like about the movie?
I don't know if it's that I didn't like it. Like, because I was trying to think, I'm like, objective. Like, I think I enjoyed everything. Maybe my least favorite was like the fire swamp scene with like the weird rat thing. Like that one, I was just like, I remember watching it being like, this feels random. I mean, I get why it's in here. And then those weird rat creatures.
Rats of unusual size.
Oh yeah, our rats of but they called rodents of unusual size or something like that. Any whatever they were, like obviously, like, you talk about dated, like the
rodents of unusual size.
The animatronics on that, like that thing looked so weird. But I mean, that's probably like my least favorite. But I, not really for justifiable reasons other than it just felt weird.
I can dig it. You kind of already answered it, but who was your favorite character?
Oh yes, Inigo Montoya.
I love his story, and I kind of love the track that they do with him. Yeah. Where
do you have 6 fingers on your left hand?
No. Oh, he's just fine. Yeah. He's like, all right. I also like the scene where Andre the Giant finds him back at the bar. Oh. And he's like, Vizzini told me to go to where it began, and this is where it began.
So I am here.
And then the scene where he's trying to sober him up.
Yeah.
He was a standout character for sure.
He was really fun. Yeah. I really liked him. Who's your favorite?
I thoroughly enjoyed Andre the Giant. It wasn't until 2022, watching it this time, where I looked him up, where I was like, oh, he's French. That explains everything. But He's very fun. I actually liked Wesley. I liked that he had to put on this veneer of just the utmost unwavering confidence, and there isn't anything there necessarily.
Yeah,
and that was proven in the end scene where he's like, "I'm gonna do this to you," and all these horrific things.
Yeah,
and the prince is like, "No, you can," and then he stands up, and then they go through the process. He's like, "You're standing. You don't have any strength." He's like, "Right, I don't have any strength." But he was a very fun character. I really enjoyed him.
Yeah, I remember when we were watching it, there was a part of me like that remembered the movie wrong or whatever, and like because Buttercup was like, so like he's dead, and he was like, well, I'm mixing my words, but for a second I was like, are they not going to get back together? And they did, and I was like, I don't know what I was reading into this, but it like felt like for a brief moment. And then I thought that was funny maybe when after she pushed him down the hill and she was like, wait, no, Wesley, my love. And then she just rolls down the hill. And I was like, I mean, forgive and forget. Turn your heart around really fast. But I think that like now the more and more I think about some of the things, like even the issue that I had with like the fire swamp felt random. I'm like, he's reading a book, and in the books, like if you just probably look at just the story, it probably made sense. To see it acted out maybe felt weird, but I'm rambling.
I might actually take back who my favorite character is.
Oh yes,
I really like Peter Falk, the grandpa. Like he was perfect. Mm-hmm. He was the perfect grandfather. The end of the movie where he's just like looking for his keys, like he's got everything. Yeah. He's looking for his keys, like, well, goodbye. I made a bad
it
Peter
supposed
Falk
to be
accent.
like it like was he supposed to be like a character in the book?
No.
Okay.
I think he was just reading it.
Okay. I did as it was happening, I'm like, oh, is this one of those things where like it's a callback? But no.
I'm wondering if there's like an undercurrent or a theme, a message, something where they're trying to make reading not a bad thing.
Make reading fun again. I feel like that was a slogan from the 80s.
Maybe. I don't know.
Probably more recently now. But
make trolling great again. I don't know. I feel bad for saying it. Anyway, because there was this weird connection where the grandfather was trying to show like reading a story is good. Mm-hmm. These characters are good. And it took, halfway to the point for the kid to really get into the book. Mm-hmm. And they seemed like there was a little bit of heavy-handedness in that. But I really did like him. And, the ending was very sweet of, can you come tomorrow and read this and read it again? Yeah.
Was there anything or was there something that you didn't understand about the film? Anything feel confusing?
Maybe someone can like comment on our Instagram or whatever it might be. I don't know of any like major plot holes in the movie. Everything felt pretty like wrapped up nicely.
And I think because they're like saying it like we're reading, like it cuts back from like the story to like, reality, quote unquote. They can like get away with like, I mean, again, I go back to the fire scene. I'm like, he could have like in the book, maybe there was more to surround like their journey through escaping this guy, but translating to the grandpa reading it or whatever. Like,
I guess that maybe I missed the plot point. Maybe that's what I don't understand, but I missed the point where it made sense why they were going down the particular path they were going down.
Yeah, I think maybe that's what because I was like, why are they going down there?
Because I think I missed it. Because I don't, like he knew about it. He knew about the forest.
I think the point was...
But it was like, why did he have to? And maybe it was because the prince was on their tail.
Yeah, I think it was like he was coming, and so there's like, we'll go through this place because the king will never like
go through
that.
Which
then the
to
king
the point,
knew a shortcut.
Which to the point when they got to the end, he was basically like, we know what to look for, so we can go in there again.
Yeah.
but
it just felt random. Like that, it felt a little out of place. But I don't think there was anything that felt confusing.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's it's a solid.
It's a nice little film.
Yeah, we're just blaring through this, but I guess this is what happens when we watch a movie that we're like,
yeah, that's like, oh, we like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a happy review.
So let's go ahead and go to the heart of the show, which is the Review Rewind, where we read reviews from the time that the movie was released. We will read one good review and one bad review, and we'll kind of see where we are in it. I'm going to read the good review, and Chris is going to read the bad review because there's no because. So from Time Magazine, we've got Richard Corliss, who gave it a 100.
Wow.
As you watch this enchanting fantasy, feel free to be thrilled or to giggle as you wish. This time, Happily Ever After lasts 98 minutes and released the week before the movie came out.
Now I read the bad one. The New Yorker, which is a magazine?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a magazine. The New Yorker magazine gave it a 50. So it's an F. A writer said, the movie is ungainly. You can almost see the chalk marks it's not hitting, but it has a loose, likable shabbiness.
Which this one was released almost 2.5 weeks after the movie came out.
Yeah.
Well, maybe because monthly magazine. I don't know. I don't have a reason. So I've noticed from the negative ones, I don't know if they do it because they're like, I'm even keel. But they always say like terrible things. And then they're like, but there's something you like in it.
Yeah.
Like,
but maybe the way I take it is it's like, I picture like some pompous old person who likes really fancy, intricate films. And he's like, oh, but I guess for you peasants, you might like this movie.
Yeah, but it's loose, but it has a loose, likable shabbiness. And it's like, you're crapping on this. Don't say something nice to try to like backpedal.
Yeah.
Ungainly, you almost see the chalk marks. It's not hitting.
That's a weird comment. It feels like.
I think what it's, maybe I'm wrong, but what it's trying to say is like, it's so bad that you can even see how far the mark is. I don't agree.
Yeah.
Because I think that review misses the point of it.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, if you're looking for some thought-provoking, like, edge of your seat movie, that's not this.
It's a kid's movie.
Yeah.
I don't think they advertised it as not a kid's movie.
Yeah. And, like, I wouldn't say it's like a rom-com or anything, because, like, I think you think of that and it's like stereotypically like girls and like it's just like a girly movie, but I'm like, no, I think this can be enjoyed by everyone, but it's just like a lighthearted, fun, so sort of silly movie.
I think it's a
pick-me-up.
I think it's a movie that does not hold back on levity, but it also talks about like some serious things. Like it has serious issues that it kind of pinpoints. So you have the power dynamic between this prince who's essentially kidnapped Buttercup into marrying him and the stress and shame she feels doing it. Even when she thinks that Wesley's dead, she still has this shame of like, I don't want to do this. And that's heavy. Wesley being a pirate, the Andre the Giant when they're criminals and stuff, and Vizzini's talking about killing the princess or whatever, and they're both like, whoa. It may be crooks, but we're not murderers kind of thing. Like,
yeah.
There is that, like, criminality isn't black and white.
Again, I feel like, and like, just with like some movies, people like, and maybe this guy's one of them, like, you want to like nitpick it so much, and it's like, this just isn't a movie to nitpick. Like, it like you could say like if you were if like let's say it hit the mark on being funny or like having likable character, it's like, yeah, like that's where it could hit marks it could hit, but like to call it a shabby movie or whatever. I don't like, and I think the other guy's review, like, be prepared to be thrilled or to giggle.
It's a little over the top.
Yeah. But I feel like I would rate it a 95 or 90.
Yeah.
Or did we decide we were going to do letters?
I think we were going to do letters.
We're going to do letters. I give it
and
an
you
A.
could do like A-, A+, all that stuff. But
I would give it an A. Not that anything of like was bad about it, but it's just like if I'm just objectively thinking about what's a movie I'd want to pick out, like if I thought of it, it'd be like a good contender of like, oh yeah, like I enjoyed this and watch it, but it's not my like, this is my go-to movie, like
yeah,
love it hands down, which I feel like that would be an A+.
I would give it an A, and kind of in that same caveat of I'm not going to watch this every day, but if someone says, should we watch this? It's always going to be like, yeah, you should.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. Like this will be so fun when Ray's a little older.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I was, in the scope of review, and maybe this is more than what we want to try to do, but I would say, we're speaking as parents of little ones. This isn't a movie for little kids.
Yeah.
Like there are some intense scenes. There is violence. And the violence, there is intensity to it. There's a contraption that literally sucks the life out of you. And that could be intense for small kids.
Yeah.
But I think once someone gets to like 6, 7, 8, and they have a good place of understanding, this is a story. It's not real.
Yeah.
Then there's definitely a place for it. I think it's a great fairy tale kind of thing for.
Yeah, it's a great fairy tale movie, which is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So if you need a lighthearted pick me up fairy tale, head to your local Blockbuster today.
Your local Video Depot, Hollywood Video.
Home Depot.
Which was your go-to? Blockbusters, right?
Blockbuster, because it was the closest one.
We had all of them. And
we did. We just Hollywood Video was closer to my grandma's house. So, but Blockbuster was like right up the street from us.
And I kind of miss
It was next to a Sanrio store. A Hello Kitty store. Did you ever have any of those?
No.
Oh my gosh, what a throwback that just brought to me right now. Shout out to if you are listening and you remember the Hello Kitty store. Or like not specifically the one I'm thinking
Answer
of.
right now.
Answer right now.
We need to hear you right now.
I need to know who your favorite Hello Kitty person was. I like the little black cat that I don't remember the name.
Hello Kitty storyline that the cat is like cursed.
Oh heck if I know. You would go into the store and they had all these little trinkets and gadgets that were like Hello Kitty themed, or there was like a black cat. I'm getting really off topic, or like a dog. But anyway, so.
It's good content.
Shout out to the Sanrio store.
Alrighty. So, overall, Princess Bride, we loved it, and we think that you should watch it.
And it stands up through the ages. Ages.
That's weird. So here's what we're going to do to hopefully get ahead of everything and advertise a little bit, because we are a professional. Oh, fun fact, people. I got an unsolicited email saying that we ranked number 66 in the U.S. for movie podcasts. So thank you very much. That's all because of our lovely fans.
Our avid fan base.
And I'm assuming there are only 66 podcasts for movies. But we want to get ahead and kind of give you what the schedule is going to be for the next few movies. Next week, we will be watching Forrest Gump.
And we're going to eat at Bubba Gump's.
And the reason we're doing that is because we're going to start trying to connect the movies a little bit. Not totally. That's a lie. It's only for the next one. So Robin Wright plays Jenny in Forrest Gump. So we're going to watch Forrest Gump. I've watched a lot of videos on Forrest Gump that really kind of take the magic out of it, and so I want to watch it again and kind
having done that. Oh, interesting.
you know,
I just remember, wasn't it? There was one holiday we watched Forrest Gump, and I was like really emotional for whatever reason, and I like couldn't watch it. It made me depressed.
maybe. Oh,
It was a 4th of July, like 3 or 4 years ago. I was in like a funk on that day.
so it'll be interesting to watch it again
Yeah.
and see if it's
actually,
something in the movie or something.
Yeah,
in the
when you
connection of
reminded me about that, I was like, I need to pay attention to like how my body's reacting during this.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
And then the following week, because it is directed by Robert Zemeckis, we are going to watch the classic Robert Zemeckis movie Back to the Future.
Oh.
Then spoiler, I'm a teacher, and so my spring break's coming soon. So our spring break project after that
Oh yeah.
is we are going to be watching the original West Side Story and the new West Side Story, and we're going to compare the two. So that should be fun.
Feel free to watch along with us.
Yeah.
We'll be watching. I was like, I already forgot. We're doing Forrest Gump this week.
So Forrest Gump, Back to the Future, West Side Stories,
Zzz.
and that will be the next 3
weeks.
3 weeks. So be looking forward to that, and
Help us to move from the 66th spot
to the 65th. Oh, you're shooting for the.
We're gonna
wow.
we got this. We have an avid fan base. Share this in your stories. Share about us, and I'll bake you some cookies.
Well, so there's that. You can like, subscribe, and share on our Buzzsprout, or you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. You can also follow us on Instagram at review.rewind. We will be posting all our previews and information on there, and that's where you can comment and all of that good stuff. As for us, we will be seeing you at the movie. I'm pretty sure
we
that's
will be reviewing. We will
you
be
at the
rewinding
movie. We'll be rewinding.
your review.
We're gonna get this one day. We're gonna get this one day, or our bit is just gonna be we're never gonna get this.
I think that's it.
Alrighty.
Knowing us, we're never gonna get it.
Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next week. I'm Mike.
I'm Krista.
Peace. Peace out.